Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pearcast.
This is a place where you can listen to real, simple English conversations.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Pearcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. How's everyone doing today?
We hope you enjoyed our last episode about daily routines. Today, we have a delicious topic to discuss.
That's right. Today we're talking about food and restaurants. And I have to say, this might be my favorite topic ever.
Mine too. I mean, who doesn't love talking about food? It's universal.
Exactly. And for English learners, knowing how to talk about food and order at restaurants is super important. You need this vocabulary whether you're traveling, living abroad, or just watching English cooking shows.
Absolutely. So today, we'll discuss different types of food, restaurant vocabulary, how to order, and share some of our favorite food experiences.
And probably make everyone listening very hungry.
Sorry in advance. Okay, Emma, let's start with a simple question. Are you a foodie?
A foodie is someone who loves food and is very interested in trying different cuisines and restaurants. And yes, I definitely am. I love trying new restaurants and cooking different dishes.
Same here. I'm always looking for new places to eat. What's your favorite type of cuisine?
That's hard. I love Italian food, pasta, pizza, risotto, but I also really enjoy Japanese food, especially sushi.
Interesting. So you like both Western and Asian cuisine. I'm more of a comfort food person myself.
What do you mean by comfort food?
Comfort food is food that makes you feel good emotionally. It's usually simple, familiar food from your childhood or culture. Like for me, a big burger and fries or mac and cheese.
That's so typical, but I get it. Sometimes you just want something simple and satisfying.
Exactly. Though I do enjoy trying new cuisines too. I love Indian food, Mexican food, Thai food. Actually, I just love food in general.
Most people do. You know what's interesting? The word cuisine is a fancy way to say type of food or cooking style. We usually use it when talking about food from different countries.
Right. We say Italian cuisine, French cuisine, Chinese cuisine. It sounds more sophisticated than just saying Italian food.
Good point. Now let's talk about meals. In our last episode, we mentioned breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but there are other meals too.
Yes, there's brunch, a combination of breakfast and lunch, usually eaten late morning or afternoon on weekends.
I love brunch. It's so relaxing. You wake up late, go to a nice cafe, have pancakes or eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benedict, that's a classic brunch dish. English muffin with ham, poached egg, and hollandaise sauce. Very delicious, but very rich.
Yes, not something you eat every day. There's also supper, which some people use instead of dinner, especially in British English.
And don't forget snacks, small amounts of food you eat between meals, like chips, cookies, fruit, nuts.
I'm a big snacker. I always have snacks at my desk at work. What are your favorite snacks, Alex?
Probably chips, or as British people say, crisps. I also like chocolate bars, pretzels, and sometimes fruit if I'm trying to be healthy.
If I'm trying to be healthy. I love that. Same here. I keep healthy snacks like almonds and apples, but I also have a secret stash of chocolate.
Everyone has a secret chocolate stash. Now, let's talk about different ways to prepare food. This is useful vocabulary.
Great idea. So the most common cooking methods are boiling, frying, baking, grilling, and roasting.
Boiling is cooking in hot water, like boiling pasta or eggs. Frying is cooking in oil or butter in a pan, like frying eggs or chicken.
Baking is cooking in an oven, like baking bread, cookies, or cakes. Grilling is cooking over direct heat, usually outside on a barbecue.
And roasting is also cooking in an oven, but usually for meat or vegetables at high temperature, like roasting a chicken or roasting potatoes.
There's also steaming, cooking with steam, which is very healthy. A lot of Asian cuisine uses steaming.
And sautéing, cooking quickly in a small amount of oil over high heat. That's a French word that we use in English.
Good one. What about the way food tastes? How do we describe flavors?
Ah, this is important. The basic tastes are sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami.
Umami is a Japanese word that means savory or meaty flavor. It's in foods like mushrooms, soy sauce, and Parmesan cheese.
Right. We can also describe food as spicy, bland, rich, or fresh.
Spicy means hot with chili or pepper. Bland means no flavor, boring. Rich means heavy and full of flavor, usually with cream or butter.
And fresh means recently made or not frozen. Fresh food is always better.
Absolutely. We can also say food is crispy, crunchy, soft, tender, juicy, or dry to describe the texture.
These are all great adjectives for describing food. For example, this fried chicken is crispy and juicy, or this bread is too dry.
Perfect examples. Now let's talk about restaurants. There are so many different types.
Yes, there are fast food restaurants, casual dining, fine dining, cafes, food trucks, buffets.
Let's explain each one. Fast food is quick, cheap food, like McDonald's or Burger King.
You order at a counter and the food comes quickly.
Casual dining is a sit-down restaurant with table service, but it's relaxed and not too expensive.
Like chain restaurants like Olive Garden or Chili's.
Fine dining is fancy, expensive restaurants with excellent service and presentation. You usually need a reservation and people dress nicely.
A cafe is a small, informal place that serves coffee, tea, and light meals like sandwiches and pastries.
A food truck is a truck or van that serves food on the street. They're very popular now and often have interesting, creative food.
And a buffet is a restaurant where you serve yourself from a large selection of dishes. You pay one price and can eat as much as you want.
All you can eat. Those can be dangerous for people like me who love food.
Same. I always eat too much at buffets. Now let's talk about the restaurant experience. When you first arrive at a restaurant, what happens?
Usually you're greeted by a host or hostess. They might ask how many people or do you have a reservation?
Right. You might say, table for two, please, or I have a reservation under the name Smith.
Then they'll say, follow me, or right this way, and take you to your table. Sometimes they ask, booth or table.
A booth is a type of seating with benches on both sides and a table in between. Some people prefer booths because they're more private.
Exactly. Once you're seated, the server or waiter will come to your table. They usually say something like, hi, I'm Sarah, and I'll be your server today.
Then they might ask, can I start you off with something to drink? Or would you like to hear our specials?
Specials are dishes that aren't on the regular menu. They change daily or weekly and are often recommended by the restaurant.
Good explanation. So you might order a drink first. Water, soda, wine, beer, whatever you like.
The server will give you menus and maybe say, I'll give you a few minutes to look over the menu.
And this is where knowing menu vocabulary is super helpful. Let's talk about the parts of a menu.
Great idea. Most menus are divided into sections: appetizers, entrées, sides, and desserts.
Appetizers are small dishes you eat before the main course. Some restaurants call them starters. Examples are soup, salad, or fried calamari.
Entrées are the main dishes. This is what Americans call the main course. But be careful, in British English and other countries, entrée means appetizer.
That's confusing. So in American restaurants, entrees are main courses like steak, pasta, fish, or chicken dishes.
Sides, or side dishes, are small portions that come with your main course, like French fries, rice, vegetables, or salad.
And desserts or sweet dishes at the end of the meal. Cake, ice cream, pie, pudding.
Some menus also have a drinks section with beverages and maybe a kids menu for children.
Right. Now, when you're ready to order, the server will come back and ask, "Are you ready to order?" Or, "What can I get for you?"
You might say, "I'll have," or "I'd like," or "Can I get?" and then say the name of the dish.
For example, "I'll have the grilled salmon," or "I'd like the chicken Alfredo, please."
If you have questions about the menu, you can ask things like, "What's in this dish?" or "How is this prepared?"
Or, "Is this spicy?" Or, "Does this come with a side?" Or, "Can I substitute the fries for a salad?"
Substitute means to replace one thing with another. It's very common to substitute sides in American restaurants.
Absolutely. You can also ask about allergies or dietary restrictions. "I'm allergic to nuts," or "I'm vegetarian," or "I'm gluten-free."
That's important. Most restaurants are very accommodating with dietary needs nowadays. You can ask, "Do you have vegetarian options?" or "Is this dish dairy-free?"
Good point. Now, after you order, the server might ask, "How would you like that cooked if you ordered meat?"
Yes, for steak, the options are rare, medium, medium well, and well done.
Rare means very pink inside, barely cooked. Well done means fully cooked with no pink. Medium is in between.
I always order medium rare. What about you, Alex?
Same. Medium rare is perfect. Not too raw, not too cooked. Though some people think we're crazy for eating pink meat.
Everyone has their preference. Okay, so you've ordered, and now you wait for your food. When the server brings it, they might say, "Careful, the plate is hot," or "Enjoy your meal."
And you should say thank you. Always be polite to servers. They work really hard.
Absolutely. During your meal, the server will usually come back to check on you. They'll ask, "How is everything?" or "Is everything okay?"
You can say, "Everything's great, thank you," or "Delicious." If there's a problem, you can politely say, "Actually, my steak is a bit overcooked. Could I get it redone?"
Overcooked means cooked too much. The opposite is undercooked. It's okay to send food back if it's not right.
Right. You're paying for it, so it should be correct, but always be polite about it.
Definitely. Now, let's talk about some common problems or requests at restaurants.
Good idea. You might need to say, "Can I have some more water, please?" Or, "Could we get some extra napkins?"
Or, "Excuse me, we're missing a fork." Or, "This isn't what I ordered."
Could we get the sauce on the side? This means you want the sauce separate, not on the food.
Can we get a high chair for the baby? Or, "Is there a restroom?" These are common questions.
And if the restaurant is loud, you might ask, "Could we move to a quieter table?"
All very useful phrases. Now, let's talk about the end of the meal. When you're finished eating, the server will usually ask, "Can I get you anything else?" Or, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?"
If you want dessert, you can say, "Yes, please." If not, you can say, "No, thank you. Just the check, please."
The check, or the bill, both words mean the same thing. It's the paper showing how much you need to pay.
In American English, we usually say check. In British English, they say bill.
Right. You can also say, "We're ready for the check whenever you are." Or, "Could we get the bill, please?"
The server will bring the check, usually in a little folder. In the US, you typically leave the payment in that folder.
And here's something important for learners to know: tipping culture.
Yes, this is very different in different countries. In the United States and Canada, tipping is expected at restaurants.
The standard tip is 15 to 20% of the total bill before tax. 15% for okay service, 18 to 20% for good service.
Some people tip even more for excellent service. The reason is that servers in the US often earn very low base wages and depend on tips.
But in many other countries, like Japan, Tipping is not expected or even considered rude. In Europe, it varies by country.
So always research the tipping culture before you travel. You don't want to accidentally offend someone or forget to tip when it's expected.
Great advice. Now, there are different ways to pay the bill. You can pay with cash or card.
If paying with card, you can say, "Can I pay by card?" The server will usually take your card and bring back a receipt to sign.
On the receipt, there's a line where you write the tip amount and another line for the total, including tip.
If you're with friends and want to pay separately, you can ask, "Can we split the check?" or "Can we have separate checks?"
Split the check means divide the bill among multiple people. Most restaurants in the US are happy to do this.
Though if you're in a large group, it's polite to mention this at the beginning of the meal, not at the end.
Good point. Servers appreciate knowing in advance. You can also say, "We'll split it evenly," if everyone is paying the same amount.
Or if someone is treating everyone, you might hear, "It's on me," or "I've got this," or "This is my treat."
So generous. Okay, let's talk about some common restaurant problems and how to handle them.
Good idea. What if the service is really slow?
You can politely say, "Excuse me, we've been waiting for quite a while. Could you check on our order?"
What if the food is cold?
"Excuse me, this food is cold. Could you heat it up, please?" Or, "Could I get a fresh one?"
What if there's a hair in your food? Gross, but it happens.
Yes, unfortunately. You should definitely tell the server, "I'm sorry, but I found a hair in my food. Could I get a replacement?"
Most restaurants will apologize and bring you a new dish, sometimes for free.
What if they bring you the wrong dish?
"I'm sorry, but this isn't what I ordered. I asked for the chicken, not the fish."
Always be polite but firm. Mistakes happen, and good restaurants will fix them quickly.
Exactly. Now let's talk about some different types of restaurants and their special vocabulary.
Great. Let's start with fast food. What are some common fast food phrases?
At the counter, they'll ask, "For here or to go?" This means, are you eating here or taking it away?
You can also say dine in instead of for here and takeout instead of to go.
They might ask, "Would you like to make that a combo?" Or, "Would you like to make that a meal?" This means adding fries and a drink.
Or would you like to supersize that, which means getting the larger size.
That's very American. They also ask, "Anything else?" after you order each item.
And at the end, that'll be $12.50, or your total is $12.50.
At coffee shops like Starbucks, the vocabulary is a bit different. They ask, "What size? Tall, grande, or venti?"
These are Starbucks' special names for small, medium, and large, very confusing for non-English speakers.
Very true. They also ask a million questions. Hot or iced, whole milk or skim milk, whipped cream, extra shot of espresso?
It can be overwhelming, but just take your time and answer each question.
At a pizza place, you'll need to know what size pizza, small, medium, or large.
And what toppings would you like? Toppings are the ingredients you put on the pizza. Pepperoni, mushrooms, olives, etc.
You can say, "I'd like a large pizza with pepperoni and mushrooms," or "Just a plain cheese pizza, please."
Plain cheese or just cheese pizza means pizza with only cheese, no other toppings.
Now, at a fancy restaurant, the vocabulary and etiquette are a bit different.
Yes, you'll probably need a reservation. You can call and say, "I'd like to make a reservation for Saturday at 7 p.m. for 2 people.
They might ask, "Indoor or outdoor seating?" Or, "Do you have any special occasion we should know about?"
If it's a birthday or anniversary, tell them. They often do something special, like bring a free dessert.
At fine dining restaurants, there's usually a sommelier, that's a wine expert, who can recommend wines to pair with your food. Pairing means choosing a wine that goes well with your food. White wine often pairs with fish, red wine with red meat. The sommelier might ask, "Would you like a wine recommendation?" or "Can I suggest a wine pairing?"
And there's usually a dress code at fine dining restaurants.
Business casual or smart casual means nice pants and a collared shirt, no shorts or sneakers.
Formal or black tie means even fancier, suits and dresses.
All right, let's talk about some food idioms and expressions. These are fun and very common in English.
Great idea. There are so many. Let's start with it's a piece of cake.
This means it's very easy. For example, the test was a piece of cake.
That's not my cup of tea means that's not something I like or enjoy.
Spill the beans means reveal a secret. Like, come on, spill the beans. What happened?
The icing on the cake means something extra good that makes a good situation even better.
Bring home the bacon means earn money to support your family.
Cry over spilled milk means don't do this. It means don't worry about something that already happened and can't be changed.
Take it with a grain of salt means don't completely believe something. Be a little skeptical.
In a nutshell means to summarize or in short. Like in a nutshell, the movie was great.
These idioms are everywhere in English. Learning them makes you sound more natural.
Absolutely. Now, let's share some of our favorite restaurants or food experiences.
Ooh, good idea. Alex, what's the best meal you've ever had?
That's tough. But I remember having incredible sushi in Japan. It was so fresh and delicious, completely different from sushi in the US.
That sounds amazing. I've never been to Japan, but it's on my bucket list.
You should definitely go. What about you? Best meal?
I had the most incredible pasta in a small restaurant in Rome. It was just simple carbonara, but it was perfect. Sometimes simple is best.
I totally agree. The best food is often the simplest. What's your favorite restaurant in your city?
There's a little Thai restaurant near my apartment that I love. It's family-owned, super authentic, and really affordable.
Those hole-in-the-wall places are often the best. Hole-in-the-wall means a small, unpretentious restaurant that's usually really good.
Yes, not fancy at all, but the food is incredible. Do you have a favorite?
There's a Mexican place I go to all the time. Best tacos in the city, and they have this amazing salsa that I'm addicted to.
Now I'm hungry. What's a food you absolutely won't eat?
I'm pretty adventurous with food, but I really don't like liver. The texture is just no.
I understand. I don't like oysters. They're too slimy for me.
Slimy is a good word. It means slippery and a bit disgusting in texture.
Exactly. What about foods you want to try but haven't yet?
I really want to try authentic Ethiopian food. I've heard it's delicious, and you eat with your hands using injera bread.
That sounds cool. I want to try real Korean barbecue, where you cook the meat at your table.
Oh, that's so fun. I've done that before. You should definitely try it.
All right, before we wrap up, let's give some final tips for our listeners about dining out in English-speaking countries.
Great idea. First tip, don't be afraid to ask questions. Servers are there to help you.
Second, learn the tipping culture before you go. It's different everywhere.
Third, if you have allergies or dietary restrictions, always mention them when ordering.
Fourth, take your time. Don't feel rushed. Enjoying a meal should be relaxing.
Fifth, try new things. Don't always order what you know. Be adventurous.
Sixth, if you don't understand something on the menu, ask. It's better to ask than order something you don't want.
And finally, be polite and patient. Servers are people too, and they appreciate kindness.
All excellent advice. I think we've covered everything about food and restaurants today.
We definitely have. From ordering at fast food to fine dining, from menu vocabulary to idioms.
I hope this episode helps you feel more confident dining out in English-speaking countries.
Remember, practice makes perfect. Next time you go to a restaurant, try using some of the phrases we discussed today.
And don't worry if you make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language. Just keep trying.
Absolutely. For our listeners, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite restaurant? We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you so much for listening to English Pearcast. We hope this episode was delicious. Helpful.
Both. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends who are learning English.
And if you want to practice, try describing your favorite meal in English or practice ordering at a restaurant.
See you next time on English Pearcast.
Until then, enjoy your meals and keep practicing your English. Bye, everyone!
Bye, and don't forget, always tip your servers.